Testing, testing, 1, 2. Alrighty, so good morning. Today is November 11th of 2024. Just give me 1 second to get the stream fully started up here. Alright, so I'm just going to do some top-down analysis here on NASDAQ first, and then we can get started for the day. Alright, so starting with the monthly time frame here, so at the bottom right. So obviously we're 2 up in green. We did take out all-time highs last week. Okay, so obviously upside for this month still. Nowhere close to negating this month and flipping red. So if we look at the week, obviously we're 2 up in green now. We haven't really made a bottom wick on the week, so I wouldn't be surprised to see the markets kind of come down, create that bottom wick there, and then we can see if we display slower to probably put a 2 up and red week, or if we can just favor this 2 up right there and stay green to continue to see higher. Trading at all-time highs is always difficult for me, just because, I mean, you always want to be catching the peak top, but what I've learned is that you just have to ride the momentum and stay bullish, obviously, because there's nothing really stopping the markets from seeing lower, unless there's like some major news catalyst or we get obviously price action in our favor to the downside. But price action isn't in our favor, and all economics have been relatively good for the most part. So heading into this week, I want to be bullish, right? Obviously considering this 2 up on the week as well. Right, but if things change, obviously we have to act accordingly. So looking at the daily time frame now, obviously we're 2 up in green still. Again, same thing as the weekly time frame, because the week and the day have the same open as of right now. So not up until tomorrow we'll have decoupling, but as of right now, same week, well, same open on the week and day. So if the daily ends up flipping red, okay, we could get that bottom wick there on the week and the day. Okay, but if we stay green, this is okay. Still just favoring the 2 up for upside. Yeah. Hourly time frame, you can see we're still seeing, well, I shouldn't say still, but we are seeing this 2 up and 2 down right there on the hour. Okay, so we could come down a little bit lower here. We have a new day opening gap, as well as this is a new week opening gap right here. Okay, so a little bit of a gapper there. Could come down, fill that, create that bottom wick there on the weekly and daily, and then look to come back up. Not much of an RTH gap either. So today being a bank holiday as well, probably just going to take things a little bit slower. Okay, not to force too much. Look at the cues. Alright, so the Qs on the 12 hour could give us the 1-3 rev strat. Okay. Looking at the 12 hour here on NASDAQ. Could cause us to go outside candle here. So a 2-3 setup, which is quite interesting. Yeah, because there's a nice gap there on the Qs as well. Let me get rid of this one and put it on the hour. Okay. So there is a slight gap up here on the Qs. So this could come down and fill right at market open. The same thing with NASDAQ here. And then we get that 12-hour rev strat. So I'll put them here. Yeah. Look at SPY. Yeah, same thing on SPY. Inside and 2 up. I don't know why SPY and Qs are next to each other. There we go. Yeah, so 3-1-2 up there on the 12 hour for the Qs and SPY. 3-2 up there on the 12 hour for NASDAQ. Another 2 up there to confirm upside. Could go outside. Just a quick disclaimer before we start our day. So obviously all the trades that I call out on these live streams are just for educational purposes only, just all my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor, so you should not listen to me when it comes down to taking these trades. Okay, always consult with the financial advisor before doing so. Okay, so with that being said, let's get started. Market is open. I'll turn this down a little bit. Alrighty, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of downside here to fill in that new week opening gap. A little bit of an RTH as well near that opening gap. So you could see a nice little drop here. About a 30-point drop, 30-40 point drop. 3-2-2 there on the 15. Could cause us to see lower. Alright, 2 up, 2 down there on the hour. So we should take out this low at least. Alrighty, so tomorrow we don't really have any economic news. It's just the OPEC report right at 7 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. That's not really going to affect our markets. Wednesday we do have CPI. Thursday we have PPI with the jobs claims. And then Friday we have retail sales in the morning. So a pretty good week in terms of economics. But all happening basically midweek, end of week there. just change over my screen here. Alrighty, so that should be good there. Should be seeing my second screen here. Alrighty. So it looks like the magnitude of that 2 up, 2 down there on the hour should hit. It's this low right there. Okay, so that low hit. Alrighty, so we could end up displacing now to this new week opening gap here. Solid 122 rev strat there, roughly around open on the 5 minute. So inside, 2 up, 2 down, looking to take out this new week opening gap. I'll put on the 4 ways. Kind of seeing a broadening formation here. So these lows and those highs. If I maybe take it down to that low right there. Should at least take out this low here. So that way all of this is outside of all of that. Then we could look for a signal to take us back to the highs there. Could be after we fill in this new week opening gap here. And then that would flip our time frames red there. So our daily's still green, week is still green, month is still green. The hour is the only thing that's red right now. Okay. But if we do end up getting back down to the new week opening gap, we'll have a period of control to the downside. Could go stuck inside 5 and then end up seeing higher on the next 5-minute candle. So in about 3 minutes here, could end up seeing that possible scenario, so that 2-1x scenario, whether it pushes the high of this one or the low of that one. Alright, so that's the lower low there on NASDAQ. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Could give us one more push down into that new week opening gap, and then we could possibly look for a reversal there. But getting to the bottom of this try, so so we should come in to fill in this RTH gap now. Okay. So that's the Qs hitting the 12-hour high there. So 12-hour could end up going outside on the Qs. Okay, so I'm going to watch this current 5-minute candle here. See if we can get a possible signal. So we did tap into that new week opening gap. Alright. So if we look at the daily, it did flip red. If we look at the week, it did flip red. Month is still in force to the upside. Okay. Alright. The hourly is the only thing that is dropping here. So if we look at the 5-minute, it could get stuck inside, right? Still have 4 minutes of trading left, but could get stuck inside, and then we get a 2-1x scenario. Could look to come all the way back to the highs here. If we do end up making new lows, we could really start selling off because the Qs are looking to go outside here on the 12-hour. So we go to the 12-hour, I'll move it over here. Okay. So could get a 3-1-3 scenario happen here. Okay, so we ended up taking out the highs of this current one because we opened all the way up here, so this is a nice gapper. Opened all the way up here, came right back down to that high. Okay, so if we get inside of this range, it could end up going outside candle again. Right, so we get a 1-3 scenario here, 1-3 scenario there as well. So this could come down, take out the low of this 12-hour low. Okay. So this could be what we see here on NASDAQ as well. Kind of come, put in the outside candle. Looks like we already did put in an outside candle on the 12-hour for NASDAQ. Okay, so you can see, came all the way up here, we took out the high, came right back down, now we're taking out the low. Okay, so this could drop a little bit more there. We are at the bottom of our try, so finding an actionable signal here within the new week opening gap is not a bad idea. Okay, so that's a 2 down there on the 5, so we didn't get stuck inside. This is still selling off. 15 is still selling off. The 3-2-2 continuation. Yeah, so Qs are looking to go outside right now. It's already at 50% of that range, so should take out the lows here. Get that 12-hour setup going. Okay. Yeah, so it's honestly looking to go outside any second here. You can see we're about to go outside there on the Qs. NASDAQ's still dropping. Alright, so that's outside there on the Qs. NASDAQ is sinking. Okay, so it looks like we might be trialing out here and seeing lower. Nice drop. Yep. So nothing stopping us from seeing lower here. There's no reversals on either time frames as of right now. So downside it is. Could look to take out previous day's low. Put in an outside day. That would be pretty crazy if we did though. Not something I'd expect to happen today, but can very much happen. So we filled in the new week opening gap, filled in the new day opening gap, came, dropped, looking to take out possibly New York's low of Friday's session, and then possibly take out London's low to take out previous day's low. But no signals indicating a reversal, so just a bunch of continuation to the downside still. Hmm. Yeah, so still 2 down there on the 5, 2 down 15, 2 down 30, and 2 down hour. Right, so it's just a lot of continuation to the downside. Nothing really stopping us from seeing higher. Well, from seeing lower, I should say. Yeah, so straight downside. Yeah, it's a big push lower here. Looks like we're going to take out Friday session's New York low, and then possibly even previous day's low there to possibly go outside. Yeah, what a sell-off. Nothing really stopping us from seeing lower. So Another 2 down there on the 5. 2 down there on the 15 as well. 2 down on the 30. Yeah. Yeah, so strong momentum to the downside. Should go outside day now, honestly. Yeah, we're coming in to take out previous day's low. Yeah, so very strong 12-hour candle here on the Qs. Ended up taking out the high, came back down, flipped red, and then went outside. It's kind of as we expected at the beginning of the stream. All right, so big gap up. Usually when we gap up this much, right, usually tends to fill the gap. So came, opened up here, big gap, filled it, then went outside candle. All right, so that's a nice 1-3 rev. Yeah, big sell-off, very nice. Yeah, nothing really stopping us from hitting previous day's low, then forcing us to go outside day. Should drop another 50-ish points. Yeah. So S&P is still 2 up in green. Obviously the month is green, week is green. So the weekend day still have the same open. Right, we're coming off a 3 candle as well. So very curious to see how today closes, especially with S&P. So we could get a 3-2-2 formation coming into tomorrow. All right, so 3, 2 up, 2 down, and then could come all the way down here to take out the lows, especially because we made relative equal lows down here. All right, so we could get that 3, 2 up, 2 down, come all the way down here. All right, so we could start seeing downside momentum on equities here. Yeah, very strong outside candle there on NASDAQ as well. So like on top of the Qs going 1-3, you had NASDAQ going 2-3 right there. Yeah. Yeah, so going outside day is quite interesting. Put that there. All right, so it's our first 3 there on the 5. 2 down in green there on the 30 and 15. About 5 minutes left until the next 15-minute candle. This hourly did just open up, so if we go down to the hourly. So this hourly did just open up. You can see we still have 50 minutes left. All right, but it could be an early stage here to a 2 down, 2 up to come all the way back up to these highs. Right. So remember, daily open is this candle right here, and that's also our weekly open. But first 3 in a while there on the 5, so you can see we've just been getting a whole bunch of 2 downs since 9:25. So almost a whole hour here. It's just been straight downside momentum. Okay, and this is our first 3 there. So let's see, we should get a 3-2 up there any moment now. And that could cause us to displace a little bit higher, or this fakes out and goes 3-2-2 down. Okay, so that's a 2 up there. Okay, so our intraday time frames are currently full time frame continuity to the upside. Okay, so you have the 5, 15, 30, an hour all to the upside right now. It's just on our higher time frames, we kind of have conflict. So hourly's green, days red, weeks red, month is green, right? So a lot of conflict there. If we can possibly come back and reclaim this range, right, could end up seeing a little bit higher. But as of right now, there is a lot of conflict on the higher time frames. So it's a good 3-2 continuation there on the 5. It's a nice, roughly 20 points. Could cause the 15 to also go outside here, right? Just gonna get a compound 3 on the 5, which will give us a 3 there on the 15. Yeah, so early stage to a 2 down, 2 up on the 30 and 15. This could be a nice reversal to come and take out the highs again. don't know if we really did take out previous day's low. 5525. Yeah, so it looks like we did take out previous day's session low at least. So this New York low, we did sweep that, come back up. But this 2 can definitely still fail and go 3-2-2 down. Come and take out the low one more time, and then possibly even previous day's low to go outside day. So if this hourly can end up flipping red, right, we would have that period of control to the downside. And that 3-2-2 on the 5 could definitely trigger the 60 to go red on us. Yeah, because you wouldn't really want to fight this daily candle right now. It's a failed 2 up in red. Weekly's red. Hourly can go red any moment now. Alright, so definitely a period of control to the downside. Like, although we are getting an early sign of reversal here on the 5, this could just be simple profit taking, right, from that big move down. This could just be simple profit taking from institutions, right, but the whole entire move is still downside. So yes, sure, there can be some profit taking us a little bit back up, seeing a nice retracement, but then just straight continuation down. So about 1 minute left on the 5 and 15, and about 15 minutes left there on the 30. Still 40 minutes left on the hour. Yeah, so 5 minute is looking a little bit strong here. Okay, so this 3-2 continuation can be good for upside. Could get that 2 down, 2 up there on the 15. Looking to take out this previous candle's high. Okay, so the 945 high. And then we should end up tapping into that 5 minute fair value gap. Could look for a signal to take us back to the lows, or we could invert it to take out the highs again. Because if we do invert that fair value gap, we are heading back into the daily open, okay, and the weekly open, which could flip the week and day green. So we could get that period of control back to the upside to look to take out the highs again. But as of right now, like, this is still pretty bearish. 5 seconds left till this closes. All right, so depending on if we get that 2 down, right, or 2 up there. If this goes 2 up again here on the 5, that should be a strong continuation higher. Right, because that would be the 2 down, 2 up there on the 15. If we do get stuck inside here on the 15, that would be quite interesting. Because then we would have that 2-1X scenario. And then after that 15-minute candle closes, we'd get a new 30-minute candle. So it could be a 2 down, 2 up scenario if we get a 2-1, 2 up on the 5, or on the 15. Right. So that could be interesting if we get it. But currently right now on the 5, we are seeing that 3-2-2 reversal. So we're still inside, but if we do get this 2 down right here, we could end up taking out low of day again. And then possibly get the outside day, so we could come all the way down here. Yeah. Could end up seeing 121.50. Yeah, it's about a 60-point move from here. Not terrible. All right, so 2-1X there on the 5. Okay, so we could see a 2-1 up, right, or 2-1 down. Let's see. So still 9 minutes left on the 30 and 15. Okay, looks like we're going to get that 2-1, 2 down. Yep, so that's that 2-1, 2 down there. All right, so we could come all the way back down and take out the low of day again. All right. The only way that this reverses on us is if it goes 1, 2 down, and then 2 up. All right, so if our next 5-minute candle is a 2 up, then this is invalid. But as of right now, at this moment of time, we should end up taking out this low. Okay. So it's about 24 points down to this low. Okay, but it's going to give us continuation on the higher time frame, right, to possibly take out previous day's low. So from this level all the way down to our lows here, it's almost 60 points. Okay, and then you wouldn't really want to risk more than the high of that one. So 60-point move, right, for a 20-point loss. That's pretty good. And then like the moment this 5-minute candle closes, okay, if it does close red, or if it closes something like this, all right, you can end up moving your stop just above that 5-minute high. So this is how the trade would initially look. All right, so entry, and you have your stop above that high. All right, but the moment this 5-minute candle closes, you can then move your stop right to that high. So now you're looking for 60 points, but now you're only risking 10. Okay, and then if you want, the moment we take out that low, you can partial a little bit, like maybe take like 1 or 2. Okay, and then you can end up moving your stop a little bit. Or then you can move your stop to break even there. Like the only thing that I just have to keep in mind is that we're still stuck inside here on the 15. Okay. So like, because we got this 2 down here on the 5, this needs to run quick and take out the low of that. Okay. Or else we're just going to get stuck inside on the 15. It's going to be a 2-1x scenario. But like preferably if we do end up closing something like this, so like 2-1 and red, I would still think we go 2-1, 2 down on the 15, which should confirm this on the 5. Right. So like now if you entered on this 2, okay, the only way that you would get stopped out is if this current candle ends up going 3, or you get that 1, 2, 2 reversal, all right, to come and take out all these highs here. Right. That's the only way you end up getting stopped. Right. And like you don't want to be in a position if it is a 3 either. So like if you do get stopped out on a 3, in my opinion, that's always fine. Because it's just like you're in price discovery and you don't want to be in a position. So the market is just simply telling you, okay, don't be in a position right now. So this could go outside here. Still 12 seconds. But even if it doesn't go outside on this candle, if the next candle ends up taking out the high, that's just a compound 3. Right, so it's basically an outside candle there. Okay, let's see. Should take out that high. Yep, there it is. Okay, so that would be an outside candle right there. Okay, it's a compound 3. Because these 2 candles, right, are outside of this one. So that's good. So still inside there on the 15, right, 2 down there, but green on the 30. So 4 minutes left on the 30, 4 minutes left on the 15. This could just be an early stage of a reversal on the 15 and 30. So 2-1x, so we don't know what the next one's going to be. Okay, 2 down and possible 2 up there on the 30. Because if we get a 2-1x on the 15, okay, and it does play out, okay, that could trigger the 2 down, 2 up there on the 30-minute. So like if this next candle opens up, pushes above these highs, okay, all right, that's giving us that 2 down and 2 up there on the 30-minute, right, because we'd be all the way up here. Yeah. And we would just need to break that high there to trigger the 2 down, 2 up there on the 30. So like 2-1x, the moment it breaks this one's high, you know we're hitting this current's high, right? So this 10 o'clock high. And once when it takes out that 10 o'clock high, that's going to trigger the 2 down, 2 up there on the 30 minute. And it should trigger much higher. So still stuck inside. A lot of indecision here. Just consolidation. Okay, so 2-1x here on the 15. So right now we're 2 down in green on the 30. So let's see if we can get that 2-2 reversal. Okay, so 2-1-2 up could trigger here on the 15, right, which could trigger that 2 down, 2 up there on the 30. Okay, so 2-2 reversal, or 2-1-2, sorry. Should take out this high. Yep, so takes out that high. Alright, so you can have entry there. Alright, on the 15, you can have your stop right there for right now. Okay, and because it triggered that 3-2-2, well, this isn't a 3 actually, but just 2 down, 2 up there on the 30, right, you could end up extending your profits all the way to that high there. So that 2 down, 2 up there on the 5 got that trigger higher there. So we just need this to stay green, and then hopefully we can get up here. We can end up flipping the daily and weekly back green. So we look down here, right? The weekly's red, the daily's red, the monthly's green, all right? So if we get back up to this level, which is this box, that would flip the day green, that would flip the week green, okay? And the hourly would obviously be green as well, right? We're green right now. So there would be full time frame alignment there, okay? Which would allow this trade to play out more in favor. So that's a beautiful 2-1-2 reversal there. Okay, well, I should say continuation on the 15. Okay, 2 down, 2 up there on the 30. Okay, at least on the 30-minute time frame, we should come up to this candle's high. All right, so the open. And then this could also trigger the 2 down, 2 up on the 1 hour here. Okay, and then we should end up taking out the high of the 9 o'clock candle. So this one right here. That's if all stays green, we can get back above the weekly and daily open and then trigger this high up here. So far, this 5-minute is working this fair value gap, okay, where we could possibly see a reversal to come and take out the low of day again. So if we do invert that, get above the daily, weekly open, okay, everything stays green, we get nice continuations back to the high. First, I would be expecting this 30-minute high to get taken out, right, which is our 9:30 candle. And then the next target would be the 9 o'clock candle's high. So this one up here. But good move so far to the upside. Okay, so if we look at regular trading hours here on the Qs, okay, we are getting a 3-2-2 reversal, so we could come up and take out this high here. So the high right at 9:30. Okay, and that could allow, obviously, NASDAQ as well to come and take out the high here. All right. Okay, so that's about 30-point move there. All right, so off that 2-1-2 continuation, right to the upside. Okay. Again, you would have your stop at that low there. All right. It's about 40 points now. It's moved. So not terrible. And then to the highs would be a total point move of 90 points. Okay, so we did fill in that fair value gap completely. Okay. Daily and weekly should be kind of on the edge of flipping green. Yeah. Currently seeing a doji candle on both. Okay. Could flip it green, and then we end up taking out the highs again. So there's a 2 up there on the 5, about 4 minutes left on that 15. Okay, and about 18 minutes left on the 30, and 30 minutes left, well, 18 minutes also left on the hour. Okay, so we're gonna get a new hour soon, right, to either confirm or negate these lower time frame trades. So right around 11 o'clock, this could be that 2 down, 2 up, right? And then we could just really displace it, take out this high here, which is the final target, right? Or it could go 2 up and then immediately red and possibly look to take out low of day again, right? Because we did end up hitting this 5-minute fair value gap where we could turn around. Okay. It did completely fill it. It looks like we're on the verge of inverting it, right? But this could just still be a complete cover and come right back down. But hopefully we can get some kind of continuation signals back to the highs. Yeah, so even on S&P 500 here, we have that 322 reversal looking to take out this high. Okay, so nice 3 there on the 5. Okay, a lot of price discovery here. Could go 3-2 continuation lower, or we get that 3-2-2. Right. Or if we get stuck inside. All right, so because this 15 is about to close in 20 seconds, typically what I would do is move my stop right below that low there. Move it a tick or two lower. Okay. So it's a 3x scenario there on the 5. It's a 2 up and 1 obviously still. Could take out the low, making us drop a little bit lower. Yep, so off that fair value gap, obviously we get that 2, 3, and X scenario. So I'm not sure what this one wants to do. I prefer an inside candle. So the next 4 minutes we kind of just stay within this range. That'd be better. But if we get a 3-2 down, could really displace and take out that 15-minute low. Right. If we don't displace and we kind of just chill within this area, could end up being a possible 3-2-2 reversal back to the highs. Okay, that's a 3-2 down there on the 5. Okay, still inside 15. But we got about 12 minutes of trading left on that time frame. Like I said, we could displace to that 15-minute low, right? Or if we just chill within this area, could be careful of a 3-2-2 all the way back to the highs. Okay, so it's going to be 2 down in green there on the 5. So we could go 3-2-2 up. So it's 3-2-2 up there on the 5. Okay, so we could come and take out this high here again. And if we do that, right, that would also be a 2 up there on the 5, or on the 15, sorry. All right, still confirming this 3-2 down, or not 3. It would be a 2 down, 2 up there on the 30, and then could possibly give us a 2 down, 2 up there on the hour. So if this goes outside, so this current 5-minute candle, if this goes outside, okay, it's just again price discovery, and it could come and take out that low on the 15-minute time frame here. Yeah, so still lots of conflict here on the higher time frames. Right, so obviously you have the hour, which is currently green. Okay, you have the daily, weekly, which are red, and then the month, which is also green. Right, so it's very 50-50 on the time frames. Okay, we're going to get a new hour here in 7 minutes as well. So it could just be, again, a period of control to the downside, right? Or if we get that 2 down, 2 up there on the hour, right, it's going to be a period of control to the upside. We would just need to break above this current hourly's high for upside to continue. But if we don't end up breaking this high and we just continue displacing lower, it's just going to be another red day. Okay, so about 5 minutes left until we get a flip on all these time frames here. We're still inside on the 15 as well, so we could go 2-1x on the 15. All right, we still have that 2 down, 2 up there on the 30. We would need the next 30-minute time frame to take out this high. So this current 30 minutes high, we would need to take it out again to confirm that 2 down, 2 up there. All right. So if we do end up taking out that high, that would also give us a 2 down, 2 up there on the hour. Okay. So this is good here. The 15 could trigger the 30, which could also trigger the hour. All right. Nice domino trade there. Taking out the highs again. Nice move. Yeah, so right after breaking the low of that 3, because we didn't displace, and again, we chilled in that area, it gave us that 3-2-2 scenario, which should end up taking out that high. So actually the 5 could trigger the 15, which could trigger the 30, which could trigger the hour. So this is actually a very solid trade. Forgot about this little price action back here. With 4 minutes left, this can either go inside or take out that high, which is even better for us, honestly. Okay, so we got the inside 15 there. So obviously we're 2-1x right now. Either we take out this high and displace higher, or we take out the low and then end up taking out the low of day again. So if you really want, you can move the stop right to that low there. You're only risking 8 points. All right, so new hour as well. So if that 2-1x scenario gives us the 2-1-2 up, that could also end up triggering that 2 down, 2 up there on the hour, which should eventually take out that high. All right, so we've got two insides on the 15. All right, so not really much happening. It's just a lot of consolidation. Okay, so we could get an expansion to the upside or downside after breaking one of these one candles here. So we should get a move relatively soon. Alrighty, so we're still inside on the 30 as well, inside on the hour, of course. Okay, so we could have a 2x or 2-1x scenario here on the 30 in the next 13 minutes. That's why we're stuck inside this on these lower time frames. So on the 15, we've been stuck inside on the previous candles. Obviously, we're still stuck inside right now. Okay, so I'll probably look to position myself off of this 30-minute, but we'll see. This hourly is obviously still stuck inside, so we need to either take out the previous candle's high or the previous candle's low to gauge direction a bit more. But lower time frame, super sideways, a lot of consolidation there. Okay, but I think that's going to be it for me today. So for whoever's watching, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Peace.